Debonair. Okay.
What's good, y'all? This one is crazy, man. This is a crazy topic. This was not emailed to me or anything like that. This is one of the things that some of the articles that I read about. I did a couple videos on MadameNoire. I don't know if y'all remember her. I did a video with someone named Jessie Wu and some other people called Why Nice Guys Finish Last. I did a couple videos about MadameNoire, man. MadameNoire is like the female version of Kevin Samuels, I guess you can say. Because she is the truth. She keeps it straight. She keeps it gutter. She keeps it 100. I will leave a link to this in my description. So if y'all want to read it for yourselves, y'all can. I'll do that. I'll put it in the description. If I forget, put it in the comment section, and I'll put it in the comments if I forget, because y'all know I got a bad memory. So this lady emails MadameNoire. Again, MadameNoire is like the female version of Kevin Samuels, man. So number one, this segment is called Dear Ashley, right? It's called Dear Ashley. It's basically like a whole bunch of women that will email MadameNoire. Her name is Ashley, obviously. That's why they call it Dear Ashley. But they would email MadameNoire about their problems that's going on in their relationships or whatever. And so she'll keep them confidential, something similar to what I do. I keep them confidential. And then she'll post it on her website. All right. So the title of this email is, I love my husband, but he don't put it down in the bedroom. You heard me. Yes, you heard me. She says she loves her husband, but her husband does not put it down in the bedroom. Fellas, I find it hilarious when stuff like this happens, because you always find the women that says, oh, sex isn't important. Sex isn't the main thing in relationships. It's more to life than just sex. But then you have women like her, plenty of women like this, that complains about how they're not being sexually liberated, or they're not being pleased sexually enough. But then these are the same women that get mad at people like me when I say, fellas, you got to get in them guts. You got to break that back in. Tongue all in the ass, all that. All that. I get called disgusting. Oh, you're disgusting. Oh, it's men like you. Da-da-da-da. You're always thinking with your dickhead. That's all you can think about. Da-da-da. Well, then why is it that women like her is constantly complaining about being married or being in a relationship with a great guy, but he cannot get them guts wet? He can't even get her to have an orgasm. Why is that? Because they will always lie to you about what they want in a relationship, let alone a man, what they will want in a relationship. They're always going to lie to you. They're going to sit there and say size doesn't matter. They're going to sit here and say, oh, it's not about sex. It's not about, get the hell out of here. You know, I have so many female friends that tells me that they are not pleased, or their husband or boyfriend, whoever, cannot please them sexually. It's not even funny. It's not even funny, y'all. But let's start this. Let's start this, man. Let's start this, because this is crazy. I read this at least 6 or 7 times because I just couldn't believe what I was reading. So it starts off by saying, Dear Ashley, again, this is the name of the segment on MadameNoire's website. Shout out to MadameNoire, man. She's killing it. In my opinion, she's killing it. Dear Ashley, I've been with my boo for 11 years. Married for 6. And we have a 2-year-old. He's truly a wonderful father and well-intentioned husband. He works hard and prioritizes us as a family. That's great. I mean, already I'm like, damn, this man is a win. You found a diamond in the rough. What's the complaint about? Off the jump. There's only 2 sentences in, y'all. 2 to 3 sentences in. He's the only man I've had sex with. I need with my baseball cap at. Where my cap at? It's too far. It's too far. All right. Okay. Whatever. Y'all know I'm put that cap on real quick. He's the only man I've had sex with, and I wonder sometime if I made a mistake never having a whole phase. Here we go. I'm gonna read it again. He's the only man I've had sex with, and I wonder sometimes if I made a mistake never having a whole phase. Y'all heard me. I'm gonna post this in the comment section or in the description, because y'all gonna be looking at me like I'm lying. Insane. But when I say, hey, yo, I think a woman should have a whole phase because ABC 1, 2, 3, I get called all these names. All right, bro. All right. Anyway, at the beginning, I never intended to stay with him forever. Crazy. But I fell in love because he was good to me. He doesn't rock my world, though. I like a man to take control, which I've told him, and he's tried. I'm going to say something to, but I'm put a pin in that, and we're gonna come right back because I'm trying to hurry up and get through this, y'all. I got y'all. It's just not who he is, and it's unattractive to me. He's a square, but he respects me and comforts me in tough times. Poor baby. Talk about her husband. That's what I'm talking about. I feel like I made my decision 6 years ago. I knew he'd be a great dad. Something that I didn't have, but I'm so horny that I have been fantasizing about my neighbor. These are her words. These are her words. I knew he would be a great dad, something that I didn't have, but I am so horny I fantasize about my neighbor. That's what she said. She's having sexual thoughts and fantasizing about her neighbor, but I thought sex wasn't the main thing in relationships, fellas. What's going on? That's what I thought. That's what they say all the time. From the stuff that you read and the videos that I see all day and night, this is what they say. But let's keep going. Let's only a couple more sentences. I love our family and will never act on anything. Come on, bro. Come on, man. But I don't feel fully satisfied. Is there something wrong with him or is there something wrong with me? How can I spice up my sex life when I'm not even attracted to how unassertive he is in the bedroom? This is how she ends her messages, her email. Sincerely, Mrs. Horny Housewife. Insane. I'm about to go in. Ladies, I strongly suggest, y'all not going to do it, but whatever. I strongly suggest, I'm not even going to say that. This lady has been with this guy for 11 years. Not only did she not take him serious at the beginning, she never thought that it was going to be like that. 6 years ago, this is what she said. She said 6 years ago, I've made this decision to be committed to him. 6 years ago. 6 years ago. So they've been together for 11 years, married for 6, and they have a 2-year-old. They have a 2-year-old. She knew she wasn't sexually satisfied with him. I'm assuming on day one, they've been married for 6 years. So why did you stay with him, number one? Why would you stay with him? She goes on to say that he's the only man that I've had sex with. I think that's cap. Remember why I said put a pin in it? Later on in the email, she says, I like men that takes control. How do you know? First of all, how do you know that you like that? Number one. Number two, how do you like men that takes control of you during sex if you've only slept with him? That's why I was like, yo, she capping right there. She's capping right there. I don't think she's had a whole phase, but I don't think she was married. I don't think when she married she was a virgin, or he was her first. I don't think that. But let me go back to what she said. I wonder sometimes if I made a mistake never having a whole phase. I've said this in I don't know how many damn videos I've said this before. I've had women get mad at me because I've said, hey, yo, listen, I think it's a good idea for men, especially men, but I think it's a good idea for women to go through their whole phase. Why? Because you will be able to know, number one, what you like in the bed, how you like it, what gets you off, what doesn't get you off, what turns you on, what doesn't turn you on, what makes you come faster, what makes you come slower. You'll be able to know all that once you slept, ladies, once you slept with a certain amount of men, once you've had a whole phase, you'll be able to know all these things. So then whenever you're ready to settle down and get into a relationship, you'll know off rip what you're looking for, and you'll be able to vet out all these guys. Okay, I like guys as this, I like guys as that, I like guys as blah, 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 blah. You'll be able to vet it out much easier, much faster, much quicker. You'll be able to filter them through. This is why I suggest having ladies to have a whole phase, especially men. But this is why I suggest that. This is why I suggest it. Y'all think, oh, Dev just being nasty because of blah, 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 blah. No, they ain't got nothing to do with it. I just legit think that they should have that type of phase, so then they'll be able to go through life and know what it is that they want and don't want. This is why. Because then you're going to end up like her, being with someone for 11 years, married for 6, and unhappy. I can't even imagine what it's like to be with someone for 11 years and they can't even please me sexually. let alone be with someone for a couple months. Once there was times, ladies and fellas too, there was times where I was sleeping with a girl and she was not able to get me there, and I was mid stroke and I was like, yo man, oh damn, you know what, I gotta go, you know what I'm saying, I gotta go do something, this, that, third. But there was time where I even faked it and I snatched the condom off and threw it in the damn toilet before she saw that I ain't even get there yet. There was times where I did that. There was times. So when stuff like that happens, I feel for her, because now you're in a committed marriage, not relationship. You're in a committed marriage, and now you're stuck with him. Now you're stuck with him. This goes vice versa. This can go for a man too. I would never sit there and marry a woman blindly without having sex at least 5 or 10 times at least, and that's least. That's minimum. That's minimum. That's a must for me. That's a must for me. Listen to her. He doesn't rock my world. I like a man to take control, which I've told him and he's tried, but it's just not who he is, and it's unattractive to me. He's a square, but he respects me. Basically, all this whole thing, translation, let me translate it for y'all fellas, man. Translation, like she said, he's a square, he's a lame, but her bills is paid. He got money. He's taking her out on trips, taking her out on expensive dates, buying her jewelry, clothes, and paying for her car and all this, that, and the third. That's what that means. That's what that translates to, fellas. That's what that translates to. I've said this before. A lot of women will give up so much things that they're so accustomed to, especially sex. They will give up so much things. If you're on your job and you got the money and you got ABC 1, 2, 3, they will give up a completely different lifestyle. I've seen it happen too many times. I've seen it happen in so many damn videos. I've read it in so many damn books. That's just the way it is. That is just the way it is. They will give up a lot of things to be with someone like him. Like him. Y'all saw what she says in the beginning. He works hard and prioritizes us as a family. She didn't grow up with that. She grew up in a broken household. Further down, scrolling, when she said that. I feel like I made a bad decision 6 years ago, but I just knew he would be a great dad, something that I didn't have. Just listen to what she said. Listen to how she ended it. Mrs. Horny Housewife. That's crazy. That's insane. This girl said she fantasizes about sleeping with a neighbor. Fellas, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. 9 times out of 10, I don't think she slept with a neighbor, but she probably slept with someone. Talking about, oh, I would never act on anything. Cap. Again, she done cap about 3-4 times in this damn in this email that she sent MadameNoire. She done cap too many damn times. I can guarantee you she slept with or is sleeping with someone. I can almost guarantee you. Crazy, man. I don't feel fully satisfied. Is there something wrong with him or is there something wrong with me? I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe there's something wrong with him because he can't, rock her, like she said, rock her world. Maybe there is something wrong with him, and maybe there's something wrong with her. Maybe she's not explaining in details what she likes. She keeps saying the things that he does, he's unattractive. He's a square. He doesn't take control. There are some men that don't take control in bed. There's some men that will sit there and let the woman that would like the woman to do everything. I don't know. It goes back to what he likes and what he's used to and how he likes to get off. Maybe he only gets off from girls that's taking control. Now you have a conflict. Because you have two people that's both used to something. One person take control, this person taking control, and then now y'all come together. You're waiting for the other person to take control, and now you're sitting up there, you know what I'm saying? Not being pleased. Both. I don't think he's pleased sexually either. He's probably not even pleased sexually. This girl said, how can I spice up my sex life when I'm not even attracted to how unassertive he is in the bedroom? But sex isn't the main thing in a relationship, fellas. That's what they say all the time. You see it all the time. All on damn Oprah, Steve Harvey say it all the time. There's more in relationship than just sex. No, it's not. Sex is the main thing that has to be that's important in a relationship. Y'all see it all the time on Kevin Samuel's show. The man say it all the time. He says, hey, yo, listen, would you be able to settle down with a man that can't please you sexually? And women be like, oh, well, how much money he got? That's the first thing they ask. Because when you're making that type of money, they can put all that to the side. She'll invest in a goddamn toy if she got to. If you're making that type of money. Y'all want to know how a lot of these guys is able to trick women out their income tax money and to use their car, be home in their house all day while she working 40, 50, 60 damn hours. I told you about one of the girls I used to be cool with that worked like 50, 60 hours. And I said this in my advice to women. I told y'all that I had a homegirl who was a security guard and he was unemployed. She was basically taking care of him. The reason why stuff like that happens, the more has to do with self-esteem. Like I said, she's a big girl. She's overweight. Number one, so it has to deal with self-esteem. Number one, but number two is because that man is laying that pipe down right. She's not gonna complain. She's not gonna complain. He is filling her up with you know what, and she loving it. Going to work in the morning whistling. Her head hurt, neck hurt, back hurt, all that stuff. But she going to work whistling because she know when she get off work, when she go home that night, he finna pull. You already know what's finna happen. That's just the way it is. A lot of women, like for example, for me, when I dated the girl I told you about, the Haitian girl from my bachelor's class that had 2 kids from 2 different guys, and I told y'all she invited me over. It was late night. I was trying to smash, and she hit me with the, oh, you know, we gotta get married first. We have to be in a relationship, and I left. The reason why I left is because number one, she had kids. Number one, but number two, all throughout life, before we do anything, we test it out. Okay, we test it out. From TVs, we go to Walmart, wherever you buy your TV from. You're looking at it on the wall. You're testing it out. You're flipping through the channels. You're doing this. You're doing that. Sound systems. You're testing it out. Speakers, all that other stuff. You test it out. Cars, you test drive it. A house, you walk through and you go through this, that, and the third. You get a damn someone to test the wiring, the plumbing, and all this, that, and the third. You test everything in life. That's just the way it is. You're going to have to do that. So why am I going to walk into a blind ass marriage with someone that I've never been sexually active with in hopes that she knows how to please me sexually? What happens if I marry someone and then she can't even please me sexually? I take marriage serious, number one. Number two, that means I'm going to be stuck with this damn girl that can't even get me there correctly for the rest of my life. For the rest of my life. I'm telling y'all right now, she's cheating on him. I'm telling y'all right now, she's cheating on him. She is, especially if she's attractive too. Oh, hell yeah. You can hang that up. People get so, mainly women, but people get so mad at me when I make these type of videos, when I say these type of things. They feel some type of way, for multiple reasons, but they feel some type of way because it's the damn truth. Again, I've said this before, man, a hit dog is going to holler each and every time. Each and every time. There's no way in hell I can promise to love, honor, and obey someone that I've never been sexually active with. I can't do that. That's me walking in blindly. That's like you buying a car without a test drive. That's like you buying a house without walking through and making sure that the goddamn the structure is good, the inside and the outside is good. Having someone come through for an inspection, making sure the foundation isn't cracked, make sure whatever. That's what it's like. That's legit what it's like. There's no way in hell I can honestly love, honor, and obey a woman unless I know her most intimate parts. That's the only way I can be able to do that. If I don't even know that, how can I promise to do anything like that? And there's nothing wrong with that. I've said this before, y'all. Just because you waited until marriage to have sex with someone doesn't mean that you're going to automatically have a quote-unquote successful a relationship and a successful marriage. And vice versa. Just because you had sex the first night, a one night stand or whatever, doesn't mean you can't run a successful relationship. I've heard stories on both ends. I have coworkers and friends that waited until marriage before they had sex and they're divorced now. I have family members and friends too. I got family members that's in relationships and married to the man or to the woman that they had a one night stand with. That's just how it goes. That's legit how it goes. I would encourage, I'm not going to tell y'all what to do. Y'all grown. I would encourage, like she said, I'll have a whole phase. I would encourage y'all to do that. I definitely would encourage y'all to do that. Number one, ladies. Number one, I would definitely encourage y'all. You have to do that because that's the only way you're going to be able to know what it is that you like. in a relationship, having sex with someone, let alone marriage, spending the rest of your life with. You have to be able to know what it is that you like. You have to. This was crazy, man. Again, like I said, and there's so many other topics. I want to cover a couple more because there's another one that really caught my eye that I was reading. And it's a little worse than this. It's pretty bad, but it's a little worse than this. But I need y'all to comment down below, ladies. What are your thoughts about this, ladies? What are your thoughts about this? What is your stance on marriage before having sex or vice versa? I don't know, whatever it is you believe. But what are your thoughts on this? Do you feel like she did this to herself? Do you feel like she did this to herself, man? Because I mean, I legit don't know what to say. Why you were with someone for 11 years? Let's just say she waited to the first day of marriage to have sex. So 6 years. Here it is. You're still with him for 6 years. Y'all had a 2-year-old, which was 2 years ago. So you went through that bad sexual experience for 4 years. You didn't think to, hey, yo, listen, like, let's try to get this, let's try to get on the same page. Let's try to see if we can figure something out. But no, she didn't think that way. Why? Because he is financially stable. He's taking care of her. Like she said, he prioritized them as family, something that she didn't grow up with. And that's just how it goes. That's just how it goes, man. Again, y'all, I'm going to provide y'all with that link, man. So comment down below, ladies. Let me know what y'all think about that. Fellas, y'all talk to me, man. This could be us. This could be us. The first time I read it, I was laughing. The first time I read this, I was laughing. Like, damn, bro. Like, I feel sorry for this man. Da, da, da. And then it hit me. How many of these men is going through something like that and they don't even know? They don't even know. Because I can tell y'all, I faked it before. 9 times out of 10, the woman that you're with or was with was probably faking it too. You just never know. So I'm thinking like, yo, how many of these guys is in a marriage thinking that their wife is completely, number one, happy, let alone sexually satisfied, and they aren't? Number one. Number two, will this happen to me? If I was to get married today or tomorrow, if I was to get married a month ago or whatever, would I be able to sexually please my wife? Would I be able to keep and continuously sexually please my wife? Will I be able to do that? Or would she be running around here, sexually fantasizing about the neighbor? When I had those type of thoughts, I stopped laughing. I was like, yo, this isn't fun. This is everyday life. This is crazy. At the beginning, I never intended to stay with him forever, but I fell in love with him because he was good to me. What do you mean? I didn't intend to stay with him forever. What does that mean? So you was only going to stay with him until you got on your feet, and then you was going to leave him? That's what that translates to, basically. She was going to leave his ass after he paid whatever or did whatever, and she said, hey, you know what? Instead of me just sucking up all this money for a year or two, I might as well just marry him and live and have a lifestyle like this. Y'all see what she ended the email as? Housewife, horny housewife. So she doesn't work. She doesn't have to work. Again, he is financially stable. Oh man. Anyway, y'all, I'm done, man. I'm done. So thanks for watching, and until next time, y'all be safe out here, man. Y'all, man. Ooh.
The finish line, I ran past it. So egotistic, so cocky, so conceited, cause I'm better than your average. I'm mad sick when I spit that shit. When I spit that flow, she gon' want to catch my drift. Soon as a nigga get some money, they try to spit on me.